Hello, I'm Tim Rogers. You are watching Kotaku.com. I'm here today with my friend, Kotaku.com's friend, video games' friend, and most importantly, Mario's friend, Red Bull Esports' golden boy, GrandPOOBear. How you doing?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm their golden boy. I am on the same team as Ninja. I think he would still probably take the golden boy.
You're on Team Ninja, makers of
I'm
Dead or
not on
Alive.
Team Ninja.
That,
No, I'm on Red Bull Esports. Ninja has no idea who I am. Like
that was
he
my joke
literally.
about Dead or
Yeah.
Alive and Ninja Gaiden Black. You're on Team Ninja. No, you don't want to be on Team Ninja today is different from Team Ninja yesterday. Also, who's Ninja? Is he a streamer? That's a joke.
I've heard he plays video games. That's what I've heard. Now
He plays that game about the clown balloon guys with the realistic guns and the building a shanty shack when you out of garbage cartoon boardwalks when you press a button. Whatever that game is.
that's the best description I've ever heard of that game.
Garbage cartoon boardwalk shanties at the touch of a button, also with guns. We're already off topic here. Today, a few days ago, Mario Maker. Is it Super Mario Maker?
Super Mario Maker, yes. Super Mario Maker. Well, because if it's not Super Mario, it's just that like old school arcade version.
Yeah, Mario Maker would just be you're making Mario Bros. Stages. Nobody wants to do that.
Exactly.
Or
It'd just be battle mode stages, which I think would still be awesome. Don't get me wrong.
I would play the heck out of those. You know what?
Yes.
I got to say it. Mario Bros. You've probably played for many hours of your life. You've played Super Mario Brothers 3 battle mode stages.
I've played many hours. Yes.
Right. That could be an esport, man. I'm sorry. It with a little bit more polish, a little bit more stuff.
When you bring that up, actually, the most popular thing that happens in the Games Done Quick practice room is it's Mario 3 battle mode, but we have like this mod for it, so it makes it 4-player.
Uh-huh.
So it's basically like battle royale, and then we added like there's like turtles are added that you can like kick around, and it actually has a significant amount of strategy to it. But it also adds 2 new characters, Carlo and Paulo. Not Wario. They didn't use Wario and Waluigi because they had like you can only fit like so many letters in the text for names. So they made Carlo and Paulo.
That's fantastic.
And, yeah, if you guys ever do play it, you can download it on the depths of the internet and find it. And you have to patch over All Stars ROM, which I'm sure you acquired legally.
I've patched some ROMs before legally, of course. I always call up the publisher and.
Yes, but it is basically an esport. You can see like some of the best speedrunners in the world, and me will occasionally play that in the Games Done Quick room. Darbian, who's very famous for the Mario 1 records a few years ago, is like an ungodly, insane person at the game. So.
I wanna see Mario Bros become #1 esports. I really want to see that. Nintendo should. I mean, Smash is cool, but let's see a Mario Bros. Esports. Come on.
Yeah,
I
agree.
We were trying to make a game that was pretty much Mario Bros. Esports, and we put a whole bunch of complicated stuff. We had a publisher like paying us a monthly stipend to like research the viability of it for like 6 months, and it was called Grabjackers, which is a fantastic name. I don't care what anybody says.
Great name.
And
definitely a name that I mean for sure brings up that genre, I feel.
Yeah, and it ended up not getting fully, funded out the door because I don't think they understood how great it was because they weren't as chill as us. Nah, they're chill. Obviously. Whatever. Anyway, the hype has not exactly died down since Mario Maker 2 was announced. I'm not gonna say super. I think it's redundant, but it's cooled down enough, right? It's what?
No, I think the hype is higher. Like if you go into like if you are in
the Reddits
connected to the Mario world, the Reddits and the Mario world, it is all anybody wants to talk about.
People have been picking apart this trailer, this 1 minute and 27-second trailer. They've been picking it apart with a bazooka. They've been picking it apart with toothpicks, and we're going to pick it apart in this video, and we're just going to talk about all this stuff, all the various stuff. And when I said the hype has died down, I didn't mean it had died. I mean the moment, the spike of hype, the hype spike when it was announced was huge. And then now we're able to look at this because I was screaming when I saw this, but I'm not going to scream now because I've screamed enough. I'm able to look at it rationally and coldly. So I'm gonna start this up here. We're just gonna mess around with this. So One thing I've noticed watching this trailer repeatedly. Okay, right? So tell me this, right? He's gonna jump, right? So he's gonna not make this jump, and I realize they're trying to illustrate a point, but he could have made this. What's your opinion? Where did he mess up here?
I don't think that Nintendo's known for putting great gameplay into their trailers necessarily all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could have made that jump. I'm gonna put this squarely on the player. I know the creator himself is going to take the brunt of this and eventually add in the much anticipated slopes to alleviate this situation. But there was lots of ways for this player to get around this particular obstacle.
Definitely, they definitely did not compose an impossible obstacle for here. Do you think there was some sort of discussion in the boardroom at Nintendo where they're like, how about the trailer opens with an impossible obstacle? And then someone was like, no, we can't encourage impossibility. Players have to be able to beat the level in order to upload the level. We can't have impossible. Do you think there was some sort of philosophical opposition to this?
I feel like that's pretty good logic right there to why they did it like that. And I think also, like, when it comes down to it, the number one thing I heard Mario Maker players pout about was the lack of slopes.
Exactly.
I personally never thought it was a big deal. If you really look at Mario, there's not that many levels that actually have slopes in them.
Or that use them super. Okay, I remember being 9 years old and checking out those slopes in Super Mario Brothers 3 and just screaming my head off about them. But that, the hype spike for that was tiny. So what I see here is when I'm making my own games, I have some prototypes of jumping games that I make on my own before Mario Maker, because now that Mario Maker exists, I don't really need to prototype my own jumpy games. But he's just basically doing what I do when I can't get around something, which is he's rewriting this. So we got slopes. This was what everyone wanted, right? So you were saying, how cool is it that they put this as the very first thing in their trailer? What would you say that indicates?
It indicate. I think the number one thing that this indicated, more so than like, hey, here's slopes, is, hey, fans, we actually do hear you. We actually might be listening just a little bit. Yeah. And I think that is kind of the most important thing that you're going to go through on this trailer. Is it does seem like Nintendo, for all the Mario Maker community, has been very vocal because we love the game, but Nintendo didn't do a good job of supporting it or conveying their changes. And some of the changes they made were, what do I want to say? They made the game distinctly worse. It's very weird because it is a game that is much worse 2 years later than it was when it first came out.
It's odd, yeah.
So yeah, it's very odd that happens. So I think this was a nod to everyone, like, hey, we hear you. We have slopes.
It's not short of putting the words on the screen. Don't worry, everyone. We're definitely listening to you. Short of doing that, they 100% are. Ooh, I hit my microphone with my bottle of water. Short of putting the words on the screen, they are basically coming as close as Nintendo ever does to saying we're definitely listening.
Mm-hmm.
You would like that's how I would say this goes.
That's what I felt like,
and it's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
think when developers listen to their fans, for better or worse, it's a good thing,
It's a fantastic thing. So let's. So what else can we see here? We can see there's steep slope. He's choosing steep slope. There's also this one here. Mm-hmm. This
45s and 30s, as we like to call them.
Is it a 45 and a 30, or is it a 45 and a 22.5?
Yeah, we just make that. It could be very inaccurate on those degrees. Please don't take out a protractor and start measuring.
I rotate a lot of objects in Photoshop. I think this is a 22.5 degree. I think it's exactly half. So, what do I know, though? I could be wrong as well. I'll get my protractor. Anything else new that we can see here on just
the on-off switches? Yeah, if you look on the left, on-off switches and the red blocks that are right next to them. Both new to Mario Maker, however, very used greatly in like Mario ROM hacks and later Mario games. The on-off switches with the red blocks definitely exist. So it's just exciting to see that. Yes.
So when you hit the on switch or the on-off switch, it will toggle the collision and visibility of the red blocks. Yeah. So you have you can put as many switches as you want. You can put as many red blocks as you want and create just horrible, heckish, torturous puzzle rooms for people, which I guess I'm sort of looking forward to. It looks like what's the verdict here on? I'm sure the community has something to say about this, but what's the verdict on touch controls? Do you think there's going to be touchscreen controls for the Switch portable?
I think there's definitely going to be touch controls for undocked mode. But judging from that menu that we just saw, if you can go back to that menu, actually.
Yeah, let's go on back.
Judging from the menu, if you look at the menu, it definitely seems like it's a menu built for
analog
people
sticks.
using a joystick. Yeah, an analog stick type menu.
It's analog
something
sticks.
we've seen in like Assassin's Creed or something before.
Yeah, it's Nintendo's own take on sort of an Ubisoft. And it looks like you're pressing the triggers or bumpers to move over to the next type of menu, which is cool. And so I'll notice this is clearly being controlled with an analog stick here. So you just basically lay the slope over it, and it just evens it all out for you.
Just works.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And then you can slide
Mario
down the
Maker
hill.
should.
So, what do we think of this level here? I gotta say, and this is not not a knock on Nintendo's skill, but does this not look like a little bit too much fun? Right?
That's all you need for a good level. The first 2 weeks of Mario Maker 2 is all the slopes. That's it.
Just
That's all
fun.
you need.
Just slopes. I can't wait to see what kind of psychedelic roller coasters people are going to make. It makes me recall when who was it? Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka were talking about Mario Maker levels, like what kind of levels you should make, because like pre-release, Nintendo didn't exactly know exactly what people were going to do with this game. And I remember Tezuka saying, you should make a level. Imagine you're making a level like it's a present for a specific person, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was saying something like that. He's like, I'm going to make a level like this. I'm not going to try to make a level that's hard or that's like a real Mario level. I just want to make a level that I could give like a greeting card to a person. And I thought, oh, that's cool. So this level, to me, feels like a greeting card for Mario Maker players. Ooh. A little bit of video artifacting. Look at that 2 coming in at 60 FPS. Right?
Beautiful.
Super Mario Maker 2. What do you think of them calling it Super Mario Maker 2?
Well, I think by calling it Mario Maker 2 rather than like Deluxe or Ultimate or any of the other buzzwords they like to do shows that this is going to have significant more content than Mario Maker 1.
It's going to be a big time content blast.
Yes.
However, on the other hand, do video games have a numbers problem? Like, can't we just we don't really? Okay, maybe we do. With like Windows, with like Windows 10, it's just Windows. Maybe it would be nice if they just called it Super Mario Maker and it's for the Nintendo Switch, and the idea is that this is an evergreen product that's going to stick around forever, and we're just going to be constantly updating it. No video game has ever done that. I don't know why I'm ever having that expectation about something. Mario Maker 2, Mario Maker 1 sucks now, right? Is that the verdict?
Yeah, with no disrespect to Mario Maker 1, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I probably have more hours into it than anything, but it got its last update 3 years ago.
Yeah,
actually,
it's
its
done.
last update. Yeah, we're almost at 3 years from its last update. So
yeah, there's only so much we can do now with Mario Maker 1.
And there was a very limited amount of items. There's only I think 8 or 12 enemies in the entire game. That's not that many enemies. There's only 2 power-ups. It's just not that much stuff. But worst of all, there's only 5 backgrounds. So
we're gonna see a lot more enemies. What about these guys here? Are these guys new?
They look like to me they look like a physical embodiment of the tornadoes from SMB3.
Yeah.
I say tornadoes, but the tornado in SMB3.
Yeah, they have like this really bizarre little sort of creepy happy face on them. I love it.
I'm curious if you can kill them or not with like a kick shell or.
It looks like he just. I'm pretty sure you can. What about this guy? Is this guy new?
Angry Sun. He's very familiar. Also known from SMB3. In fact, the tornado and Angry Sun are featured in the same level. So
that is true.
Yeah, definitely harking back to those obscure Mario 3 moments.
For anyone just tuning in and they don't know who I am, I definitely knew the answer to both of those questions. I was just letting him say it. The Quicksand Desert level of Super Mario Brothers 3 features the sun and the weird tornado.
And also this exact background too. This background is also straight up taken from Mario 3. This happy to see that. Yes, this desert theme background.
Color. And what we've got this there was a leaf with some wings on it. Did you see that? Look at that bad boy. I mean, that's not anything new. The drop shadow looks is it a little bit more aggressive, the drop shadow behind Mario, or is it just me?
It does. Mario's does seem very aggressive. Even when you compare it to the platform right below him.
Yeah. It looks like it's a little too far from him.
The sun doesn't have a shadow either, which I guess makes sense. He would be casting the shadow.
It's actually sort of a contrast nightmare. This lemon yellow against this pale pink is kind of an eyeball nightmare, to be perfectly honest.
I know. I'm surprised they went with that.
I mean, my eyes, my contrast sensitivity ain't what it used to be. You know, as people get older, they lose that. Little fun fact. This is like if you're around the age of 70, you're not going to be able to see this. You're just going to see the orange, but barely. However, I love the colors of Mario. What about this? What are we seeing here?
This is huge. This is
very huge.
This is going to be the best and worst thing that happens to levels, really, is the fact that you can basically decide where moving blocks, and later on we'll see moving enemies, like kind of a pattern that they follow, what pattern they will do and follow. And it's going to be great because good level creators are going to use this in very intuitive, fun, sexy ways. Dare I say sexy ways.
Oh, definitely.
But bad level creators are not going to use this well. This is going to be something that is going to be probably your nightmare in all of those 100-man levels you play. Yeah, I'm very happy that Nintendo included something, knowing full well that it's going to go bad for about 90% of creators out there, for the 10% of creators that will actually use it well. So good job, Nintendo, on that.
It is going to be atrocious. I was playing New Super Mario Brothers recently. I blasted through the game a couple of times, to sample the new characters and also just to do a video for Kotaku.com. And man, even Nintendo's level designers don't really know how to use this. I'm sorry, guys. The level designers at Nintendo are some of the coolest people in the world, like who do Mario's levels. But man, it's like, this should be cool in New Super Mario Brothers. You should be able to set up a cool gauntlet of dynamically flowing wall jump situations, right? But no, nobody seems to care. I actually like New Super Mario Brothers. I liked making New Super Mario Brothers levels in Mario Maker.
It's what do I want to say? It divides the community a bit. There are some people that love New Super Mario Brothers, and I get it. It adds new mechanics. You can recover a lot better than the other Mario.
I like the other Mario games. I like the wall jump.
See, a lot of people like that. Me personally, I hate the wall jump. I think the wall jump is like distinctly anti-Mario.
But I think it could be cool.
You should not be rewarded for falling in a pit.
It could be cool. It could.
Well, so there are levels that have used it well.
Every time I see you play a New Super Mario Brothers level, I've seen you hate on some New Super Mario Bros. Levels before, and I'm always, right there with you. I'm like, man, I guess it's hard to make good levels in this. But let's see how they.
What do I want to say? I think New Super Mario Brothers, because it doesn't have any limitations. Like, Mario can twirl and butt stomp, and he can basically hover in the air for so long and jump off walls.
Yeah,
I think it does make creative level creation a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, level design is a very difficult job and probably the most important part of making.
If you can actually go back to that screen real quick, though, there's one more thing I want to point out. A little bit farther back.
A little bit on the tools?
Yeah, right here. Yes, in the tools. If you look on the left side here, that little red and green alien thing.
Yeah.
I think that means cooperative collaboration on levels. Like, you can link up with someone on a level right here, and you can both make it.
If it's got that Nintendo Switch Online sweetness, and if you're collaborating on making a level, that could be totally hilarious. That could just there's untapped potential. How would you handle testing, though? If someone chooses to test the level, would you have to watch them? Would you hold the other level maker captive while they watch, or would you play together? Or I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be even more fun if the other player could just build stuff live while that guy's running through the level. That would be that would be really fun right there.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be its own game mode, honestly.
Anything else new on this screen that we don't understand yet? Or
right above that, the flag. That guy, I'm pretty sure that's to make a, what do I want to say, like a requirement for a checkpoint or the goal.
Oh,
Like
like
50, and we'll see later, you like use 50 coins to get a checkpoint or whatever.
yeah, I
Or
saw
that's to
that.
make the level go vertical.
Yeah. What we're gonna find out. So, this is something that intrigues me. Let me. Oh God, hold on. My space bar is a little sensitive here. Is he 3D or is he still 2D? Mario in the new Super Mario Brothers levels.
It's like I don't know. It's like
he was definitely
bad
2D in the previous one.
It's like that bad 3D and 2D look. I'm just not a fan of this art style. I'm not gonna lie. I really hate the new Super Mario Brothers art style. Like when you look at this Mario World art style, that is just extremely sexy and
firing
perfect.
on all cylinders here. They really nailed it. What's new here?
Well, first of all, we got rising water and lower water. That's definitely huge, and just the fact that you have water in a level that's not just a pure water swimming level. In Mario Maker 1, you either could swim or you could platform. You couldn't do both in the same level. Like you didn't have the choice. So that's actually a really big deal.
Yeah, so this is a big deal, and that's just casually dropped. One thing they don't drop is the interface for this. What is the interface? I guess it's a level type that you choose from the beginning. But then I'm
assuming that, but I hope that they have placeable water.
Yeah,
it'd be way more fun.
Like placeable water would be cool. So you'll see it goes down just enough for the fans to know that it's the water's going down. So now in this next little thing, we've got those on-off switches that you pointed out from earlier in the trailer. How many people watching live do you think saw the on-off switches in the tool selector and just knew before they even got to this part of the trailer, before they even got 47 seconds in? They were just like, there's on-off switches. How many people did it catch your eye?
I caught it right away, and I was really pumped about it. I was glad they showed it off later, because this is kind of like a ROM hack staple. This is for fan-made Mario games. These on-off switches are everywhere, so I was really happy to see this.
This is more possible close to proof that they've been looking intently at the community.
They watch us, man. They might pretend they don't watch us. They watch us.
So you got Mario jumping off a conveyor belt. This angle hurts my head just to look at it. How weird do you think it was? Me and my buddy Brent Porter were talking about this. How weird do you think it was for Nintendo's developers to have to make levels for a Mario Maker trailer that ring true to Mario Maker players? Because clearly when they made Mario Maker 1, they didn't know what people were going to do with it. They were expecting them to do great or interesting things. How chill do you think Nintendo's own level designers are with making levels that ring true to the community? Because this sort of a jump angle looks like something you might see in a community created level, right?
I could see this exact jump actually being in a community created level, honestly. I really could see this exact jump.
Yeah, because this is
happening.
This is a bad jump. I mean, I like it. You know, I want to jump this jump, but man, you wouldn't see that in a real quote unquote Nintendo Mario game.
I think Nintendo does a good job. No, definitely not. And the other thing that you wouldn't see is how the on-off switches are kind of just hanging out there naked.
Yeah.
They're not attached to anything really. You also wouldn't see that in any sort of real Nintendo creation. So I think they definitely, what do I want to say? They intentionally made levels look like crap. Like someone really bad at level design made them.
Weird, sketchy levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Like having 2 on-off switches there instead of 1. It seems like that was something that was laid out there in terms of like somebody playtesting, considering different possible angles. Which one does he hit? Oh, he hits the first one. And then lands right in. Beautiful. And now he's going to hit it again. They're just showing that off. Now, what about this? What about this? Oh, so yeah, here's where you were saying with the checkpoints over here. It looks like you have to have 50 coins to checkpoint the checkpoint. That's Sonic the Hedgehog as heck. Sonic the Hedgehog bonus stage. Right there.
I'm really excited about that, and also in deep fear of it, because there's a lot of places to hide coins. There just is a lot of places to hide coins, and I'm also wondering if it's going to be restricted to just coins. Can you kill enough enemies to advance to a different part? Can you do, is it just coins where that you're going to use as what do I want to? What's the word I'm looking for? Incentive?
Yeah.
A roadblock? I don't know.
You need
I don't know the proper terminology for it.
Like the troll
Goal.
potential for that is kind of gross, kind of weirding me out. But also, that's kind of something to be celebrated in this. Now we also get to see what about this this little scroll here? First of all, why is there they got a little muscular arm down here, and we got a Twitter icon up here. That's not Twitter. It's is that the parrot from Donkey Kong Country?
I
think
don't
so.
play enough Donkey Kong Country to say that, so let's just go with yes.
So what do we got here? What's going on with this?
I mean, this looks like we're going to be able to control how the level auto scrolls. So if you want to make an auto scrolling level, you will no longer be limited to just left and right. Now it looks like we'll be able to auto scroll up, back down. We'll be able to change speeds of the auto scroll. That's exciting. And again, another thing that's kind of really taken out of ROM hacks. In ROM hacks, you see it a lot where you have the auto scroll speed up really fast, slow down, then shoot up in the air. So I think this is something that they definitely noticed that people are using a lot in Cool Creation in the fan-made games, and they said, you know what, we need to add this to Mario Maker 2. It would not be complete without it.
Now, do any of the auto-scrolling levels, for example, in Super Mario Bros. 3, naturally, in its original form, have variable speed auto-scrolling?
Yes.
That is
5.9? Yeah.
That is correct. I believe the final airship in World 8 changes scroll speed like 5 times, and it's just extremely cool, in my opinion. So being able to change that in the level, it looks like you can add I don't know, like keyframes for where it starts to change its direction. So he makes it go up there, get it to go up there, get it to speed up. I love it. That's fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I've got to say, auto-scroll Mario Maker levels, again, I made several as like a, birthday present to myself. Just like a bunch of real cool, long, super fast auto-scroll airships that are not too hard, That's what Mario Maker is to me. Just me making levels for my own idiot enjoyment. Okay, so what do we have? Yeah.
Honestly, like all the Kaizo levels are auto-scrollers anyway, because there's only one way to do them. So
yeah,
that's what ends up happening. Yeah.
Make them scream. Make them scream. So
and auto-scrolling is an underrated an underrated obstacle. Like being forced to make a decision right away.
I put in my video about Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe Switch, with its 1,000,000-word title, that I didn't like swimming levels, and then I got a million tweets that were like, or I didn't like ghost houses, I said. Swimming levels are okay. They're not as bad as ghost houses. I just don't like ghost houses, and people are like, auto-scrolling levels are worse than ghost houses. I don't know. Auto-scrolling levels are cool. Airships, man. Airships are cool. I don't know.
I'm with it. I don't hate the auto-scrolling levels, and I'm a speedrunner, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd be in the primary position to hate on them. So...
Yeah. Because it gives you time to rest.
Yeah, you don't want to... Yeah, it's also, it's like... Yeah, you have time to rest because you're not required to go super fast. You're being told to slow down by the game itself, so it's okay. Now, let's see, anything new here?
The 2 different colored bricks. We definitely got to point that out. I have no idea what that could be.
What those gray bricks are?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know why they would need different colored bricks.
Is it just aesthetic, or is it unbreakable bricks?
I do unbreakable bricks. That makes more sense.
Because this is ice. You can create ice terrain pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Ice. We got the donut blocks there. This is the 3D Mario World what do I want to say, version? Like,
yeah,
game type. This is a 3D Mario World game type. So you see, like, things are kind of in 3D for a lot of these items.
It's wild.
You have the donut blocks right there, the invisible blocks. You have the bell, which I've only seen that in the 3D Mario World.
This new Super Mario 3D World. Yeah.
Yeah. New Super Mario. I don't even know the exact name. New Super Mario 3D World Brothers Deluxe.
New Big Boy Brothers.
Yeah. And then you have that pokey fish back there in the right corner.
Yeah, you don't want to take a bite of that guy.
No, he is not a tasty fish.
So you got it. Basically, they've got New Super Mario. Oh, what else do we have? Oh, we can see more here.
Oh, okay. We got this ant trooper.
Ant
That's
troopers,
new to the
yeah.
game. We're looking at the bee over there. We're looking at, I don't even know what that robot guy is.
The robot guy
On the left side of
this
it.
this
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that guy around. I don't know about that
like,
guy.
Yeah, he looks like the shop guy in the wood forest of Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know what I don't know how we're going to interact with him or what his item's going to be. If you look right above him though, we do see a very familiar enemy, the bully from Super Mario 64.
Love that guy.
Love him.
Why can't we get a Super Mario 64 maker? That would be a much different product.
Way more intense.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing two different types of piranha plants as well.
Yeah. These hanging ones. Is it a hanging one? What is this one?
Mm-hmm. I think that's the one that kind of like can scroll, is what I'm assuming.
Ah.
But I'm not positive on that, because what if you just want to place one of them without scrolling him? Like, what is he going to do? What is his action going to be then? So I'm very curious to see how that's going to work. And then what is that like bear walrus guy too below the thwomp? Ever seen him before?
Who is this guy? This guy.
I've never seen him before.
Yeah, I think he's a 3D World guy. Let's see, what else do we have? So he's gonna put a big piranha plant, one of these trees. You know what? I don't like this. This dumb. I don't like Cat Mario. I just don't.
You don't like Cat Mario?
No, I don't like him.
I think the bell just summons Cat Mario. I just realized.
Yeah, that's what the bell is for. And you climb up this tree. I'm sorry, climbing up this tree is just like it's just kind of like a dead action. It doesn't feel good to me.
The thing that made me nervous about it is just the more spots you can hide things, like in trees or stuff like that. What do I want to say? The worst levels are going to be, because a lot of things that happen with Mario Maker is people are like, I want to make a really low clear percentage level, or a level that no one's ever going to beat. The easiest way to do that is just to hide an item in a dumb spot. So that does make me fear.
Yeah. Trolling people by hiding items in a dumb spot is pretty sad. So say that, for example, what if they were to add a feature where when you're picking your 100 Mario challenge, you can choose some games to not include. Which one would you?
That would be the god move, and I would definitely just choose no new soup. And I don't want to go ahead and commit to no 3D Mario World, but
yeah,
probably no 3D Mario.
I think 3D Mario 3D World is gonna have way too much trolling stuff in there.
Yeah.
What if you could just choose one? If you could just
Mario World, Super Mario.
If you could just choose one to exclude.
Oh, just one to exclude?
Yeah.
I'd probably go with New Super Mario Brothers before 3D Mario World.
Oh shoot. Well, I mean,
I would exclude New Super. I would take 3D Mario World over New Super Mario Brothers, and I'm saying that with never playing 3D Mario World. I just literally hate New Super Mario Brothers that much.
So you're saying
I don't even hate it that much. It's just I hate it comparatively to the other modes.
You're saying that now, but I've frame by framed through what we're about to see here several times, and I've paused it at the perfect frame.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this. First of all, this character Cat Mario in Super Mario 3D World was, I mean, kind of cool, but then the little air glide pounce thing I didn't like. I'm not sure how that's going to work here. But the climbing, I never liked the climbing, and seeing the climbing in 2D gives me the shivers. Look at this. Ready? Okay. Right? Like, it gives me the goddarn shivers. He moves too much. He moves way too much.
It's interesting. It's also very slow. Like, it's like a really weird slow climb.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure how a cat climbs for real, but okay, I mean, I've seen a cat climb a tree before. Anyway, that's enough of that. So yeah, you can actually clearly see Super Mario 3D World up there. I guess we didn't address that, but it's up here in the corner. It's the Mario with the cat in it, because there's a cat tail on there.
There's a cat in it.
I think it's the worst Mario power-up ever. Okay, I'm not gonna, I don't want to get too hot here, but that's.
You think it's? I don't think it's the worst Mario power-up ever. I think the spinny top hat's the worst Mario power-up ever. That one's horrible.
The kid brother hat, as I used to call it.
The
kid brother
really,
hat
really
does
bad.
kind of suck, because then he puts on that weird sort of speed racer looking jumpsuit too, which doesn't make any sense. Mario looks wrong.
Nothing good.
So
there's so many good power ups in New Super Mario Brothers. The fact that they picked the hat over like that raccoon glider or the penguin suit,
the penguin suit. Those are pretty legit. Now what do we
I
got?
love both of those.
We can see this pink piranha here, and we can see a finger and a button. What's he doing?
He's making the piranha, giving him a pattern.
Yeah, he's making the scroll for that guy. He was a little bit too polite.
Really
a little bit more polite to the player than I don't know. Look at that. This kind of feels like he's making a real Mario level. You know, not a psycho kill you Mario.
This one does look like a pretty good level, actually.
Yeah, looks pretty all right. It looks fun. I like the weird little perspective on the blocks. I guess that's there. I mean, it's a little. Is it a little weird to you that they're letting you make Super Mario 3D World levels and it's not actually Super Mario 3D World? That's a little strange, right?
I do think it's strange that they included Super Mario 3D World and they have these beautiful 3D backgrounds, but everything is in 2D. Like I feel like we have to point that out to them that like, hey, this game's in 2D.
Yeah. So it's like here. maybe Mario is a 3D model here too, whereas he's not like a billboarded sprite.
He's also never wearing a hat.
Yeah, where's this goddamn hat? Well, that's Super Mario 3D World Mario. He doesn't chill with the hat. Uh-oh.
He just doesn't wear hats?
He doesn't wear a hat when he's small. He doesn't wear a hat. And then it's this is not an exciting moment of the trailer, but he's making this block appear. You better believe there's some tools to make that happen, right? This multiple.
That's one of those scary / exciting things again. That's like the good level creators are going to use it in an amazing way, but the bad level creators are going to abuse the hell out of that.
Now, what about these clear pipes? I think
this is actually like, yeah, this is one of the most exciting things I saw. These clear pipes.
Yeah, they work well in 2D. They work very well. They might work better in 2D than they worked in 3D World.
Yeah,
maybe.
I really hope this is something that's going to go to every game mode and not just be restricted to Mario 3D World. I really hope we'll be able to use these in Mario World, Mario 1, Mario 3, New Soup, because given that they open up a lot of gameplay.
Yeah, given that they that seems to be their pattern for this, I think they're going to let you make these. I would love these in Super Mario Bros. 3. I would love the heck out of these. I mean, that was just a heck of a move. We got a little bit of 3D going on here.
Yeah, you gotta go back. The background enemies. That's
enemies coming in from the background. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And look how 3D that is.
Yeah, we also have the grates right here, and you can see Mario climbing up the grates, which I think that symbols that these are kind of the grates from Mario World originally. They first appeared. So I think that kind of shows that like we'll have more than just vines to climb on as well.
Yeah, he climbs like a cat, all slow. Well, he climbs faster up those background walls than he does up the vertical walls. So maybe there's something wrong with Cat Mario. I just don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't like cats. I'm just gonna say that.
The truth comes out. The truth comes out there.
I don't like cats, and I don't like Cat Mario. However,
you can't say you don't like cats on the internet.
However, I did have raccoons ripping up the garbage out behind my parents' house when I was a kid. And my parents would be like, "Can you go put the garbage back in the garbage can?" And I'd be like, but I love Raccoon Mario. I have every reason to hate the real animal, the raccoon. What about this? Anything new here?
The tilting platform here that we're looking at, which seems like not a big deal, but the fact that you can have moving platforms, I'm not sure if this is just an alternate of the original platform, or if this is has a very specific tilt on it, like it just goes back and forth. Very curious to see your options on that.
Yeah, I want to see it too, because I mean it's clearly tilting, and it's tilting with that wild 60 FPS quality that Mario Maker has. That
definitely seems like Mario controls the tilt, like it's going by his weight.
What about this big boy down here?
10 coin.
Yeah, beautiful, huh?
10 coins.
So they're really going to try to have some sort of a shopping mechanic with those checkpoints, aren't they?
Well, if you look right above the P-switch meter too, you can see 11 of 120 for the coins.
Yeah.
So it's quite clear he's looking to obtain a goal here.
Yeah, he's making a real money level. What do we got here?
Also, the coins don't have any like the regular coins are just kind of there.
Yeah, they're just
they don't really have much detail, I guess.
Well, Mario,
I guess it's the same amount. Yeah, I guess it's the same amount. I guess we were in a bad frame now that I look at it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right there, like the backs of them are just
smooth on the back, bumpy on the front, as they
heads and tails.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, there's a heads and there's a tails. What about here? What do we got? We got these dumb ghosts.
Paratroopers.
It's a ghost house.
Yes. Big ghosts. Again, we've seen that before. It's a ghost house level. It looks to be a vertical level, which again kind of confirms our suspicion of vertical levels. But the two big things here, we got the paratrooper beetles, which seems like you're going to have another item modifier with the parachute. We had wings before, and basically like every enemy that doesn't just open up like an option for one enemy, that opens up options for every enemy. So you'll be able to throw wings on an enemy, make an enemy big, or give an enemy a paratrooper thing. And that's going to be 3 different ways that you can utilize an enemy. That's really huge in a game based on player creation. Then we also have those beautiful red pipes right there.
Yeah, I love that red pipe.
Which, it's just gorgeous. Like I feel like all pipes should be red now.
Is that just an aesthetic pipe?
No, it does not look like just an aesthetic. It looks like the beetles are actually shooting out at a quicker rate.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Kind of like the red bullet bill launchers from the original game.
Red Bull? It Bill?
See what I did there? That's how I make it work.
Yeah, there you go.
So I get the big bucks.
Red Bull Esports is golden boy. I want to be able to put 2 parachutes on a guy to make him fall slower.
Maybe we can do that.
I mean, I don't know if that's really necessary, but I want to put like 6 parachutes on a Bowser. That's all I got.
I am curious to see how the parachute's going to work with like Bowser and Bowser Jr.
I'm really curious to make a vertical level. I want to make a vertical.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I want to make a climb. Look at him going up. And look at this. You can make a side-scrolling shooter now. I mean, they're Mario Maker. Now they got Gradius in here. Look at this.
Yes, this is basically R-Type.
Yeah.
Even down to the space background. Here.
Wow, the space background is beautiful. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And showing off just a variety of backgrounds, which is a huge complaint for me in the first game. There just wasn't enough backgrounds. A variety of backgrounds. Also, we have a lava. This looks kind of like a lava cave in space.
A little strawberry space lava. And you got a big Bowser who's just like, come kill me, bro. That's wonderful. And now, I like the way they end this trailer because they just give you a... This just looks... After rolling out a whole bunch of features, they just go... Hey, look at this fun here. And it's just, you get just a whole bunch of fun. Look at that. It's Nintendo just breaking out the buffet table and being
Yeah, I like that. The last thing they showed there was Boom Booms, which means more mini bosses.
Yeah,
there was a distinct lack of mini bosses in the first game. Oh. And Boom Boom right there, our homie, my friend.
Got him on a frame where he's being squashed down. You know, I make fun of Boom Boom a lot, but I like that guy. That guy's chill. I'd hang out with him.
He's my favorite.
He just gets around and swings his arms. He needs to become more independent and not have, he gets used by these guys a lot.
I agree. I would definitely agree. He's trusted to be a lieutenant, but never given the proper tools to lead Bowser's army in the way that Bowser expects.
It's gross. They're just like, stand in this room and swing your fists if Mario comes in. So now we've got Luigi here. Is there a chance Luigi's going to mess this whole thing up?
That's almost a guarantee. I mean, don't get me wrong. Luigi's a great brother. He can jump very high, taller, arguably better looking, definitely skinnier, but he's dumb. Luigi's a dumb brother. I'm sorry.
Being skinny doesn't stop him from having ham fists and sausage fingers, as I've learned in my own life.
He also looks like his helmet's just a little too big for his head. Like they made a helmet just for Mario, not for Luigi. Like I don't think that's OSHA certified.
Big head Mario, skinny head Luigi. I'm looking at it, and I think. So first of all, I have a new eyeglasses prescription. I have to get new glasses made soon. One of my lenses is too high powered right now, and I need to get a lower powered one. So it's possible that any observations on size discrepancies are slightly wrong for me, because one eye is focusing differently than the other. But I think I'm going to go on record and say that's the same size helmet.
I believe it is.
I think that's the same size helmet.
I am going to confirm your assumption.
Now, what is Mario about to do with Cat Luigi there?
It doesn't look like anything good. I was really disappointed in this because originally I was like, oh my god, that's frog suit Luigi, but it's not.
Man. Yeah, the frog suit would be chill. He's gonna put. I believe he's gonna put him in that red pipe and smoke him. Is what I think he's.
I mean, putting something green inside a pipe and smoking it is, it's time-honored tradition for people playing Mario.
It's a tale. It's a tale as old as Mario.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen. So then we get at the very end here. Here's what we get. First of all, why have Cat Mario make that announcement? That's like getting
They're
Shigeru
really
Miyamoto.
pumping the 3D world.
That's like getting Shigeru Miyamoto to announce the new Sonic the Hedgehog game. Is what that's like. Miyamoto making a Sonic the Hedgehog game would be cool. So, June 2019. First of all, in my career, I've worked in the marketing side of video games in addition to their design and development and whatever. Why don't they have that's like 4 months away, man. Just give us the day already, right?
Right.
I want to know if it's going to be on my birthday or not.
Right.
June 7th. That's my birthday, Nintendo.
I completely agree. Like, I don't know why they didn't give us a date considering it's 4 months. It's literally 4 months away. You have to know what day it's coming out at this point. The game has to be pretty much done.
Yeah. 4 months away. Guaranteed the game is feature complete in the final stages of bug checking. Final stages of everything. Just give us the day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But that's just
maybe it's because they know they have to send out a lot of review copies because they need a lot of people to make content for the game before it actually drops. So maybe they don't want to commit to a certain date yet.
That could be it. That could be it. Personally, what I want them to do is release a right Joy-Con that doesn't have an analog stick on it.
That would be very nice.
So that
I would also like that. This is actually something that's really funny. We were complaining about it earlier.
Yeah.
The up button on the Pro controller just phantomly presses, and anybody who's been playing Tetris 99 this week has probably figured that out on their own. But it just randomly presses the up button every once in a while. That is not going to be acceptable for Mario Maker 2. So either Nintendo's got to figure out a hardware patch for that.
Oh yeah.
Or release a new version or something. But right now there is not a good first-party controller to play Mario Maker 2 on.
I want 2 new Joy-Cons without analog sticks.
I want big fat Joy-Cons.
And with D-pads. Yeah, I want big ham fist Joy-Cons so I can play this portably, hardwired in. So it's coming in June.
That's soon.
I lost my Wii U in my move from California to New York, and before this video, I was looking at the prices of used Wii U's so that I could get back on the Mario Maker because I was regularly playing Mario Maker, and then my move happened and I lost it. I lost my Wii U. I lost my Mario Maker ability to play. So I was wondering if I should buy a Wii U and Mario Maker and just really pro up before this game comes out. Because I've probably fallen off the wagon in terms of having any competence at all. Because I see some of the stages you play and I'm like, I could probably have played that level 6 months ago, but could I play it now? I don't think so. I think I might have completely fallen off the wagon. This would be me. If I play through. That would be me. 3 seconds in, I would just be, come on, guys. This is just such a rookie move. Ooh.
I am disappointed in that jump. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, why would he even jump right there? Just go closer to the pipe, man.
Yeah, they really want to just demonstrate this to you. So, final verdict, how excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Super Mario Maker 2.
About a 14 right now, I would say. My hype level is ridiculously high.
14.
Yeah, I mean it did everything that I really me as a Mario. I'm a huge Mario Maker player. I have more hours in it than any other game in my life.
Yeah.
I think I'm close to 5,000. It's stupid.
It's definitely a 5,000-hour game. I mean,
yeah.
It's incredible.
I spent 100 hours on one single level at one point in Mario Maker.
That's how you know you've got the good stuff.
And it was a good level.
So, that's actually an interesting way to end this, I guess, is you've spent 5,000 hours in the original Mario Maker. Does it look like Nintendo made this game for somebody like you?
It looks exactly like for somebody like me. It looks like they listened to just about everything we were complaining about as hardcore fans. More items, more collaboration, more options for our enemies, more freedom in general.
So it looks like they definitely understand that people played that first one for thousands of hours, and they're gonna make you another one that you're gonna play for thousands more hours. 5,000 more hours? What do you think?
I think this one might be. I'm gonna go ahead and say 6,000 hours on this one. Most
6,000 hours.
6,000.
I think I
minimum.
played about like 800 hours of Mario Maker 1. You know,
that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
I played a lot of it, a lot, and I'm ready to play this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Nintendo sends it to me tomorrow.
If they do, I'm gonna come visit.
If Nintendo sends me a code tomorrow, I'll send it to you. If you don't have one, because you deserve it more.
Can I do the official Kotaku review then?
Yeah, why not? We could
Game is good. End of review.
Game rules. If you don't like, I mean, you've looked at enough here, and we've played the first Mario Maker. We can just review this right now. It's good.
More or less. Yeah. I mean, I think everything they've shown here is just an incredibly positive sign. The things they haven't shown is maybe the menu.
Yeah.
What 2-player collaboration there's going to be, because obviously including Luigi in the trailer means there is going to be some sort of 2-player collaboration. How is that going to work? What is it going to look like? What's the menu going to look like? Are the search features going to be a bit more robust? Because I think that was something that was really lacking in Mario Maker 1. It was just hard to search for levels.
Yeah. I think if they could nail down that online experience, I've seen a lot of people who are not necessarily hardcore players, but saying on Twitter that they would love to be able to make a whole world of levels and share like a whole game campaign. What are the chances they're going to do that? 0? 1%?
I think it's better than 0, but less than 25%.
Better than 0, less than 25.
I think the problem is if Nintendo just allowed a first-party way for us to make our own games, is that then Nintendo will never be able to make another 2D Mario game, because it will never be as good as what the insane hardcore fans. Yeah.
What somebody who's later going to make a game like Celeste makes.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a shout out to Matt Thorson, who made some Mario Maker levels that were very good.
They were very good.
Yeah.
Eric, you also made it a really good Mario Maker level as well.
Yeah, I played his. I played his. I played a lot of those. I played a lot of celebrity Mario Maker levels. Just, sitting there thinking, this is cool.
It's probably my favorite part about Mario Maker is all the other game devs that popped in and were making levels. I really enjoyed that. That was really fun.
I had just made a platform game of my own at the time Mario Maker was coming out, and I was like, wow, I wish I had tools like this to make my own level, because it would have been so much better. Anyway, thanks for coming on the show.
Always.
I don't know if this is a show. Thanks for coming on the show. Once again, congratulations, Red Bull's Golden Boy, on your recent what you have a child now. Is that true?
I do. I just had a child like last month.
If only
5 weeks old.
If only you would have named your child Mario, then you would be the Mario Maker.
I didn't even think about that. I could have rebranded my entire thing.
You could have been a Mario Maker in more ways than one. So.
Yeah. I rebranded everything. That was lost money I just missed out on.
You messed up.
If this Kotaku thing doesn't work out, you can come be my manager then.
All right. That's what I'll do. You get me on Red Bull Esports. I'm going to practice and become a Mario. You got to teach me to become a Mario Maker champion. That should become. I'm going to be like Bill Murray joining the NBA.
I think we can make that happen.
All right.
I think we can make that happen.
That's look forward to more video content. Super Mario Maker 2. I'm going to try to become a pro. I'm going to try to become better than GrandPOOBear. That's not going to happen.
It could happen, man. There's probably 2 guys out there better than me.
I can no miss clear Super Mario Brothers 3 with no warps, all levels, 100% no miss.
You're ready to go then.
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. I did it as Little Mario on my 26th birthday.
Dude, you got to submit that time to the leaderboards. You might be top 5 player in Small Mario only.
You know, my big brother, he practiced Jeet Kune Do for years, and then he sparred with a guy at a demonstration, and a guy came up to him and was like, you're a master of this. And apparently he's like a Jeet Kune Do master, like no joke. So maybe I'm a Mario master. I'm not a Mario master.
Don't even know it yet.
I'm not. I got old. and I got weak, and I need to practice. So that's how we're going to end this, with the most depressing note possible. I got old, but GrandPOOBear he's Red Bull Esports' golden boy. We're just going to keep calling him the golden boy. Anyway, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Kotaku.com. Thanks. I'm going to shut this off now.
Cool. Perfect.
Look at that. See, nobody wants to see this.